Guys, while we getting set up, I'm gonna go ahead and run an ad break. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What's good, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tech Tuesday. Um, it's me, City Boy Cyber. Today we're gonna be do Tech Tuesday, and that's normally like an hour stream if that. So we'll do Tech Tuesday, and then we'll make like swap and do something else. But without further ado, happy Tech Tuesday. First and foremost, apologies on how long it's been. We've had some studying going on, we've had some personal stuff going on, we've just been getting some things taken care of. But we will touch on that during the presentation today or during the segment today as well. But yeah, without further ado, what's good, everybody? Happy Tech Tuesday. Thanks for being here. Angel, what's up with you? Shout out to the Twitch family. Shout out to the YouTube family. This will be chopped up and put on YouTube later. So, yeah. Um, let's start off with some announcements. First and foremost, has anybody seen? There's a movie called Leave the World Behind. I caught that over the weekend, and it really got my gears turning. Just about like I hate the. I'm not really a spoiler person. I don't really like to give spoilers to a movie, but it is basically a movie about the implications of a cybersecurity attack on our nation, and it really got me thinking like how digital our lives have become. You know, how digitally integrated our lives are these days, and like what implications a cybersecurity attack, like a nationwide cybersecurity attack, like on our infrastructure, like what implications that really have. And that's kind of what I designed some of the stories I talked about today around and whatnot. Beyond the Apex hack that just came up, and I thought that was crazy. So we did officially come up with the schedule that we're gonna put in the process next week. So starting next week, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday afternoons, and Saturday morning we'll be going live. So be looking out for the live stream again on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. They'll be right after work. Except Tuesdays, we'll go a little later. We'll do Tech Tuesdays. So Mondays will be gaming. Tuesdays will be Tech Tuesdays. Wednesdays are going to be our editing stream. So Wednesdays, we're going to hop in, and before we play anything, before we do anything, we'll have to get like at least a clip or two edited. That's going to be our goal. Saturday mornings will be our community things where we go live and just hang out with the community, play some Tarkov, play whatever everybody else is feeling. And then Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, we still may go live. Those will just be our like not set in stone days. So we got an official schedule coming soon. Had to kind of get that tied down because that is important. I do really, really, really plan on growing this content out this year and starting to get some things separated. With that being said, on a personal note, I'm very thrilled to announce that I recently passed. Yo, what's good with you? What's good with you, Artax? How you been? It has been a minute. Has been a minute. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tech Tuesday to you. Hope all is well. Yeah, good to talk to you. So yeah, on a personal note, I'm happy to announce again that I recently got my CompTIA CISA Plus certification. So the top four are what I currently hold. I hold a few more that are vendor specific, but some just whatever. Well, currently have my CompTIA A Plus, my Net Plus, Security Plus, and CISA Plus. Right now, what I'm currently doing as far as studying goes is I'm deep diving into a PowerShell module right now on Code Academy, And then after that, I'll be going for my GIAC, which is the GX Certified Incident Handler certification, which is what you see to the bottom right. And after that, that will be the end of my cert chasing for at least a year or two. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what I got going on personally, and what I kind of want to give you guys a preview of what's going on in the next few Tech Tuesdays. So aside from finding some more, we're gonna find some more guests to start doing some more interviews. If you guys have anybody that's technically inclined, that's in the tech industry that you think would be a good fit, please feel free to send them my way. Beyond that, our next topics for Tech Tuesday are gonna be what is a fish. We're gonna be doing a deep dive into fish as far as what is the different types of it, what's the difference between fishing and spam, what's the way to identify fish, how is fish created, and we'll just walk through that whole process. That'll be next week's edition of Tech Tuesday. After that, we're gonna do a deep dive on boot camps versus traditional schooling. Me being a product of both and having 7 years within the tech field, I feel like I can kind of give some relevant information to my insight from that, some helpful information as well. The next segment after that is going to be what is a SOC, a Security Operations Center, and what is blue teaming. I do a little bit of a deep dive into exactly what some of my roles are, some of the things that I perform on a daily basis. And after that, we're going to do one that's a little bit not technical, but it's going to be geared towards the tech realm, and it's going to be knowing your value, knowing when it's time to go get a certification, knowing when it's time to start looking for another job, knowing how to tailor your resume, knowing how to network, things of that nature. So those would be some of the topics to look forward to for the next coming Tech Tuesdays. I wanted to start taking my time and instead of just freestyling on Tech Tuesday, just kind of actually giving you all some curated content that I took some time to thoughtfully give out to you all. So thank everybody for being a part of today. We're going to get into the content a little bit more now. Before that, in other news, we do have a little bit more news. Sorry about that. We're making some changes to our YouTube presence. Again, we're really trying to take this to the top this year. So we're going to be splitting the YouTube and maybe even the Twitch, more than likely just the YouTube. We're going to split the YouTube into two channels. We're going to have City Boy Cyber Gaming. We may actually just do it City Gaming. And then we're also going to keep the City Boy Cyber. And the City Boy Cyber will, of course, include all of the tech content. The City Boy Cyber will have game reviews, playthroughs, clips, and all of that good stuff. And aside from that, I don't think I'll be streaming on Facebook anymore. We'll try another night soon coming forward. I haven't streamed. I started streaming on Facebook, but the restrictions of that site just have gone kind of against how I move as a person. So I don't know if we'll be continuing to create content with Facebook. We'll see about that. I will get back into being more active on Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it these days. So just wanted to give everybody an update about the social media sites. But for right now, it's City Boy Cyber on all still. So be sure to check me out there. Oh, and we are going to start doing a Discord night too. So once a night off stream, we're just gonna, no stress. What's happening with the Apex Act? We finna get into that actually right after this, brother. Good to see you. We actually finna get into that right after the announcements. Appreciate the redemption. What's good with you? Hope you're doing all right. But yeah, once a night we'll be hopping in Discord and just hanging out too as well. So again, it may be people want to come in and look at some tech homework. Maybe people want to come in and play a game or watch a TV show, whatever. We're gonna start making the community really a big focus of this whole thing. And without further doubt, we will actually get into the Apex hack. You actually came right in time. What's funny is I didn't hear about this until one of my friends that I actually met through Dad was telling me about it because I'm just not an Apex fan. I guess I just was out the loop for it. I don't know, but I got tipped off about it yesterday and started doing some research. And essentially, what we have happened. I think what we should do is actually play the clips. Let's roll the clips because I think we should do that first. I think that'll give way more insight than me talking about it. Let me play the clips and then we'll go into a little bit of detail on what happened. So, it's a news article by securityaffairs.com, a very reputable site. You should definitely check them out if you're looking for some cybersecurity news. But basically, what we had is over the weekend, or it may have been right before the weekend, the ALGS, which is the Apex Legends Global Series. a highly popular esports tournament. They fell victim to a very sophisticated hacking attack. You had one of the biggest content creators, DZ Jim Burden. They just call him Jim Burden, and you also had Imperial Hal. Both fall victim to the to it's layered, and this is why I call it sophisticated. So let's start. Let's just start at what happened during the actual tournament. Oh, let's see if we can get some better. Let's see if we can get some better. 1 second. Can you play the game? Let's see if we can get some better. What's the name in that? Some better quality, because that's not gonna work. Damn, the best you can get is 540. GG's. All right, let's see. We have to pull it up on YouTube. Okay, now we're good. All right, so right here, that's honestly perfect. You can see what happens right here is all of a sudden he can see everybody on the map. So he has full like walls, and then in his chat, which is where we him texting the speech, you see Bio Destroyer 2009 and random Apex Hacking Global Series. So it's what a lot of hackers do is they want the recognition of when they hack. So you see the hacker putting his name out here and employing the hack in the middle of this is being live streamed to thousands of viewers. So you had that happen. You had that happen to two players as well. You had that happen to DZ Jim Burton, and also happened to. Damn, let's see. These aren't good videos. I'm gonna have to pull it up on YouTube. You had that also happen to Imperial Hal while in the middle he was shooting the 3 round burst, the Hemlock, and in the middle of shooting, one bullet hit one dude and the other bullet hit the other dude straight on target. And he was like, "Wait a minute, I'm cheating, I'm cheating, I'm cheating!" Like he automatically noticed he had aimbot. So, and you had this happen during the tournament, and it actually made them turn. They actually had to postpone the tournament. So that was one of the first times you ever seen that, seeing something happen to that extent within the esports community, and it was just crazy to see. So um, I started looking a little bit further deeper into it. I want the apparently the Destroyer 2009 guy is he's not. This isn't his first time doing something like this. Apparently, he's griefed Imperial Hal before, and he did the zombie. I don't know if you guys have seen Destroyer 2000. Destroyer. I don't know if you guys have seen. Yes, this was 2 months ago. He did this. Oh wait, no, that's not the clip either. He spawned in. He basically has an exploit to where he can spawn in like 40 people within the lobby. Oh, here it is right here. What's good? Appreciate that alert, bro. This is it here. All right. All right, wait. That's one. Look at, bro, there are literally 10, 20, 30 bots chasing this guy. And and they're all named Destroyer 2009 fan. So what's crazy about this exploit is a lot of people started saying, "Oh, EA is hacked. Oh, Origin is hacked. Oh, Easy Anti Cheat is hacked." Is we don't have the full details yet, and it's very irresponsible to just go out saying things like that when we don't know. Um, One of the things I will say, and I ended up watching a video with this guy at the bottom right. His name is Thor, and he's a 20-year cybersecurity professional, and apparently his specialty is blue teaming on the game development side. He said he worked for Blizzard Entertainment for a few years, and he's personally banned over 2 million accounts. So he kind of knows what he's talking about. And I watched his breakdown. It's like an hour long video. I can post the link to it. But one of the things that he said that was interesting, and I agree with, is it looks like for this hack to have happened, not the bots we just saw. The bots is 100% server side. But for these hacks that we saw happen during the actual tournament, that had to be something client side, where that could have been something as simple. Well, it's not simple, but still, to the extent of the two content creators, their machines were compromised. Now, the bot being able to spawn in 40 bots in one match and be in the same match as whoever you're following, this destroyer guy clearly knows what he's doing and has some kind of server side access. That still doesn't point to remote code execution, RCE, which is a term that's been thrown out a lot. And when you hear something like RCE, people, get super scared. And a lot of people are even not even wanting to play Apex right now, which I don't blame them. I don't think that I would, I don't play Apex, but I certainly probably wouldn't play it right now either. But what I would say is that I'm not of the opinion that it extends to all of the games that are on EA or Origin's platform and all of the games that use the easy anti-cheat. Because if so, we would see this on more of a widespread occasion than just the top content creators on one specific game. Hey Joe, what's good with you, bro? We're just doing a little Take Tuesday today. I was just break. Yes, sir. Hey, thank you. You are too. I hope you was talking about yourself, cause you know. But yeah, we are just talking about the hack situation with the Apex tournament that just happened and how a lot of people welcome to stream twin and how a lot of people were saying that it's a RCE exploit with Origin and easy access cheating and stuff. And a lot of people who are saying that don't even know what a remote access, what voter remote RAC. They don't even know what that means. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Again, it's a new now that it's on a global scale now. Apparently, it's gotten the attention it needs. Maybe we'll see what's actually going on with it. That'll be interesting. But yeah, I will post a link. Let me actually post a link to the video for if you guys want to do more. Oh, think I got a link to the actual. I just post this link. This is more information on that hack, though. You guys can catch it yourself on the Apex hack. Beyond that, though, something that happened that's kind of personal, near and dear. Again, and this was kind of goes back to the movie that I watched. It's one of the cybersecurity incidents that not only interested me, but this one also affected me. So this is one I definitely had to report on. In Birmingham, Alabama, a few days back, there was a major network disruption which rocked the city. It caused a widespread disruptions to critical services and operations. And despite the severity of the incident, officials have released limited details, leaving a lot of people in the dark about like the extent of what happened. It's not new though. We've seen this state particularly has seen a few cybersecurity incidents ramping up, and we've seen a few disruptions in the past few months and years. One notable one is back in 2020. Back in 2020 in Florence, Alabama, the local municipality was actually held at cyber ransom and ended up handing over $300,000 worth of Bitcoin to get access back to their critical systems. So just saying that to say that it's not something that's new, but it was interesting. And what was also interesting, I read in an article somewhere that this most recent disruption was so bad, and again we don't have the full details of it yet. I will keep this updated as I get details. Bone, what's good with you? But one of the ways that I was affected by this disruption is that nobody's trash ran for like a week, and that's small, but that's one of the things you see. Something I read about is when police officers would pull people over, their systems were messed up, so they couldn't tell if somebody had just a misdemeanor or a felony. Like this is really interesting to start thinking about, and because our lives are so digitally intertwined, what a cyber security incident could do to our infrastructure, could do to how we just I can't even think of my words. I apologize. But how a simple, not a simple, but how a cybersecurity incident could have such an impactful way on how we just move around day to day. I think it's very interesting. It's something to be aware of. Um, Beyond that, of course, the elephant in the room is the massive AT&T outage we had recently. Um, Oh snap! What's good with you now? Yeah, man. We're just talking a little bit, talking a little tech, man. Talking a little tech. Um, the AT&T telecommunications giant, AT&T, of course, they experienced a significant outrage that out. I got nervous when Nam came in. I don't know what that was about. Anyways, guys, we know about the AT&T outage. It rippled across the U.S. It impacted a million customers, a few couple million of customers, and it left a lot of customers without cell phone service for much of the morning. I think it was over like a 12-hour span. What was kind of interesting about this, and it kind of takes me back to the situation I just talked about in Birmingham, is that there hasn't been an official statement yet that's saying it was ransomware. No, you don't have to leave, brother. There hasn't been an official statement out saying that it was ransomware or saying that it was cybercrime activity, but it has all the markings of it. Again, and adjacent with this story, you have an official statement from AT&T saying that it was a technical error while carrying out a network expansion. Exactly. And that's what's funny is I hadn't noticed it either because I was working, I work from home. So I was at home all day. I'm making calls from Wi-Fi, being on the network. So I didn't notice it. And then I got a call that afternoon from my girlfriend, and then I guess when it started right after she called, I got like five messages that came through and she was like, okay, my phone's working now. I didn't even know that. Um but again, I think it will be interesting to see when the details fall out of what exactly happened, if they fall out from what happened with AT&T, because um, it disrupted some wireless and some landline services as well as internet connectivity for some users. I thankfully, and I'm glad you weren't either affected by that, but there were reports of even landlines and internet service being messed up, and with that. Where that gets dangerous is AT&T is a contractor for a lot of government infrastructure. So this actually sparked investigations by the FCC, by the FBI, by the Department of Homeland, and actually the New York Attorneys General. A lot of people were up in arms about this, just saying, this isn't something that we can afford to happen, which is again what kind of makes brings it back to why cybersecurity is so important right now. Whether it's a municipal network of a telecommunications behemoth such as AT&T, like nobody's immune to the impacts of cybersecurity attacks. And the incidents that we kind of talked about today, they should just they press the need for why cybersecurity is important, why this job field will be in demand, and why and honestly on both sides honestly you kill it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And why it's important for people on both sides, because you need people researching on the offensive side, you need people being on the defensive side to catch these things. But I think that as our life becomes more digitally entwined, I think that risks like these, vulnerabilities like these, are going to keep being exploited, and I don't think this is something that we're going to see slow down anytime soon. So, yeah, those are some of the things I just want to talk about today. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, we do have the schedule coming up. The Tech Tuesdays are usually short like this, guys. So unless y'all got any questions, we can open up and do a open question format. And I think next Tuesday we actually are gonna have a guest. So the way these Tech Tuesdays go is it's about a 20 to 30 minute presentation of me going over some current events and just like a main theme of that story. Unless again we have a guest, or unless we're going in deep dive on a topic, then it'll be close to an hour. But this is typically what's going to be going on with Tech Tuesdays. We are changing the schedule again. I want to make sure we get this announcement out because this is important. This is what we're sticking to from now on. Our schedules are going to be Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon for Tech Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon for editing, Saturday morning for community days, and then we'll be TBD on Thursday, Fridays, and Sundays. Not meaning we won't stream, just meaning we may not stream. That's going to be the schedule moving forward. I really want to make Tech Tuesday be a staple of the stream. I want people to be able to come in with questions, and what I also had an idea of is if there's anything that you guys would like to see covered on stream, feel free to shoot me a Discord DM. Reach out to me while I'm live, or if you have any other contact information for me, shoot me that information, and I'll make sure to throw that into my research for the week, and I'll make sure the next week that we throw it into the topic if it falls in line with whatever we're speaking on. So again, happy Tech Tuesday, everybody. I appreciate your time. We are going to wrap this up just to keep it concise, so it's not a lot of rambling, because these videos do go on YouTube as well. The YouTube is getting separated, so City Boy Cyber Gaming, and we'll have City Boy Cyber, so we can have the tech on on one and the gaming on another one. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Give me a second. I may be live here in a little bit with some Tarkov or something for tonight, but this has been Tech Tuesday. I see you all.